Welcome to Learn Wealthy, your go-to channel for real estate insights, market charts, and golden opportunities.
Hey everyone, James Santiago here from Learn Wealthy. Today, we're going to talk about something that I think everybody should be doing, giving themselves a raise. Woohoo! Now I know most people rely on their boss or their company to give them an annual wage increase. But here's reality. The average wage increase people get every year is less than inflation. So in real terms, that means you're actually losing purchasing power year after year. Take a look at this chart, for example, on wages versus inflation. This chart is coming directly from the Federal Reserves. So inflation, as you know, is when the price of everything goes up, the groceries, the gas, rent, you name it. Over time, inflation erodes the value of your money. And here's the kicker. Most people's wage increase don't keep up with inflation. So even if you're getting a 2%, 3% raise every single year, if inflation is 4% or 5%, you're falling behind. That means you're effectively making more money, meaning the quality of your life is slowly declining. And that is why waiting around for your boss or the economy or the government to fix things isn't gonna cut it. The most successful people don't sit around waiting for someone to make their life better. They take control. Now here's the secret. The most successful people take responsibility for nearly everything, even if it's not technically their fault. Why? Because when you take responsibility, it puts you in a position of power. You're basically making yourself accountable. Instead of just blaming your boss, the government, or the economy, you decide that you are in control and you have to do something yourself for your financial future. And when you take responsibility, you naturally start taking action. You start looking for ways to improve your situation rather than just sitting around, hoping things will get better for you. And that's how you give yourself a raise. And as for me, I take action by investing in real estate and dividend stocks. In dividend stocks, for example, every year I set aside a certain amount to invest in these stocks because they give me a raise. And I make sure that it's at least 1% higher than the CPI. Basically staying ahead of inflation. And because these companies pay me dividends, my income next year is already going to be higher, regardless of what my boss does or does not do. The best part, my raise is passive income. I get my dividend income without me needing to trade my time to work for it. So real estate is another great way to give yourself a raise. But right now, I'm not diving into this market. We've seen real estate prices skyrocket, and if you adjust the Case-Shiller index to inflation, we're basically in a real estate bubble. Plus, with the inverted yield curve we've had for the last 2 years, and it's now finally uninverted in a bull steepener, and with the commercial real estate in US and China being in trouble, I do not want to take a risk on this market right now. I want to wait and see, but I still want to invest on real estate in the future for sure. Because that asset is tangible and it provides 5 sources of income in one buy and hold deal. Now, the great thing about dividend stocks is that it's easy to calculate how much of a raise you want to give yourself. There are companies out there like Dividend Aristocrats with a proven track record of increasing their dividend payouts year after year. And I don't have to gamble for someone to buy it for how much I bought it for. Because while I'm holding the stock, I'm getting paid. As if I'm owning a cash flowing real estate, I'm getting paid while I own it every single month or every single quarter in dividends. Let's say, for example, you want to give yourself $1,000 raise next year. All you need to do is buy $14,500 worth of a dividend stock that yields 7% annually. That 7% will give you a $1,015 dividend by next year. So boom, you just gave yourself a $1,000 plus wage or income increase. And if you reinvest those dividends, then your returns compound over time, turning that raise into an even bigger one in the future. So there you have it. Don't rely on your boss, the government, to fix things for you. Take responsibility, take action, and give yourself a raise or wage increase. Whether through dividend stocks, real estate, investments, or through a business. You've got the power to stay ahead of inflation and build your wealth. For more finance, investing, real estate, and macroeconomics, let's all learn wealthy together, and I'll see you in the next video.